and you get back into that championship battle. You are now just, looks like to me, 9 points out of the lead. That battle for the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series is going to be a heated one as we finish out this 2012 season. He's joined up here by his crew chief, Michael Shelton, and team owner Steve Turner. Congratulations to this number 31 team. Excellent showing out there tonight. James, talk about the win here.
No, I think this race especially, you know, both these truck wins that we have, I think, are won at the shop. This is the second time we've raced, or the third time we've raced this truck, second time we've gone to victory lane with it. So, you know, hats off to all the guys at Turner Motorsports in the fab shop and chassis and body and Hendrick Motorsports engines. You know, the truck was phenomenal. We unloaded a little bit off and made some changes right away in practice this morning, and the truck came to life pretty good. You know, we worked on it throughout practice, and I knew halfway through the first practice that we had a truck capable of running up front and possibly a truck capable of winning. And then the second practice, we found some more speed again. So, you know, I'm just super excited to be able to get XI batteries to victory lane and you know, to lead that many laps and dominate like that says a lot about the capabilities of this race team. And you know, we've had some struggles this year. They've came when we're running up front and just had some bad luck. So it's nice to know that we're back in the championship hunt. We were never really out of it, but that we were at a distance. So I'm glad we closed that gap up, and you know, I know we definitely have a shot at it.
Michael, talk about the truck, how it performed out there tonight. You know, it looked so dominant there towards just about the entire race, especially that last half of the race.
Yeah, like James was saying, it all goes back to the shop. I mean, these new generation trucks started for us a year ago almost, just testing and a lot of hard work by the engineering staff there. Can't do it without Steve and Sandra Turner giving us the stuff we need, the people we need. It's a testament to the guys' hard work.
Steve, congratulations on this win here tonight. Just another outstanding showing by your race team, your organization, and just talk about what it means to win here at Kentucky in the Camping World Truck Series.
It's always important to win, but for James to get a win here, we're in the truck and followed up by the ARCA race. He dominated it the same way. Is awesome. And as Shelton said, the new generation trucks was actually started last year, and we've just now got them to the point where we can run them where we feel like we're dominant on a mile-and-a-half program. Last year we struggled every mile-and-a-half track we went to. Had to work hard just to run in the top 10. But I think you saw tonight he could drive from 5th to 1st in a half a lap and drive away from the field 3 or 4 car lengths anytime he wanted to. Thank Hendrick Engines for all their hard work and helping us get our power bands where we needed, working with them. Thank Camping World and thank Exide especially.
Very good. Questions for anyone up at the front here? We'll take questions. Any questions? Rusty has one, and then we'll go to Bob, and then this gentleman right here. Go ahead, Rusty.
Rusty Miller, AP. James, could you talk, did you feel like you were challenged at all, or were you more or less driving your own race and just kind of doing what you wanted to do?
Well, you know, I knew that we had a stronger racing truck than qualifying truck, and we were still qualified 3rd. And, you know, the green flag dropped, and I went into turn 1, saw my teammate get loose underneath Crafton trying to go for the lead, and got inside of him, got down to turn 3 and was going for 2nd or 3rd or something, and I got loose too, so I fell back to 6th or so. And the first 15, 20 laps, I saw how big of a gap the guys out front had gotten on us, and you know, I thought we were gonna have our work cut out for us. And then a couple of restarts later, was able to get around the 2 ThorSport trucks there and kind of drive away. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to drive away, but I saw the opportunity to go for the lead, and I took it. And you know, luckily we were able to put a gap on 2nd place. And you know, there was a couple other sticky situations throughout the night that, you know, anytime there's a restart, you always think that somebody has an opportunity to take something away from you. You know, we saw that at Texas 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I don't know when it was, but, you know, anything can happen. So you don't just go through the race feeling uncontested and feel like nothing can happen to you.
Go ahead, Bob.
Bob Hocker, Sporting News. With the kind of the extreme temperatures and going from like sunlight to darkness, were you concerned about the track changing a lot? Did it change a lot?
I was concerned about it. You know, I was hoping it would just gain grip overall. We kept our truck pretty neutral at the end of practice. You know, it seemed like for me it got a little bit looser into turn 3 and tighter off turn 4. So I think it just gained grip, and in those areas of the track, the front has more grip in the entrance to turn 3 because of how flat it is, and then the exit of turn 4, the back gets down in the track pretty good. So it just gains grip overall, and you know, I think we had a pretty good balance all night long, and we didn't have to make very many adjustments throughout the race, going from day to night. Just kind of small adjustments here and there.
Gentleman here had a question, then we'll come back to Rusty. Do you have one? Okay.
With the way that the track changed from as hot as it was this afternoon and then tonight, it looked like really, as it did adjust, that you had 2 or 3 grooves to work with. Did you find that?
Yeah, I felt like I could move around some. You know, early on I passed a couple people on the outside. Most of the night I tried to go to the inside. You're always hesitant to do that in these trucks with the way the right side air works. You can get sucked around pretty easily, and you know, you're hesitant to do that. But our truck was pretty solid all night long, and I wasn't going to do it if I didn't feel like I could pull it off. So you know, late in the race I did feel like I could move around. In turn three I started moving up the track sometimes to try to help the exit of 4 because it would get tight, but you know, it worked just as good up top as it did on the bottom.
Go ahead, Rusty, and then we'll go to the gentleman right here.
James, I think it was 98 degrees at the start of the race. It was a 117 or something like that on the track. Did you feel it at all personally?
I'm from Texas. No, you know, I mowed my grass yesterday. It was 103, so I like to say that I'm ready for the heat all summer long.
Go ahead.
James, it was a fairly long journey to get your first truck victory back in Kansas a couple of months ago, and now you've got number 2. Can you just kind of comment on that journey and now kind of maybe being on a roll, it seems?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I've been running trucks for a couple of years now, since the end of 2008, beginning of 2009. So, you know, finally got the victory lane, like you said, at Kansas, and this is our 3rd year as Turner Motorsports in the 31 truck, and I think it's just an evolution of building the team. You know, Michael and I started from scratch with Mr. Turner, and he gave us everything we needed. It just takes time to build a race team and to make it successful. And I feel like we've done that. You know, we start off the season winning Daytona. Casey got our first truck win for us. We followed it up with a win at Kansas. Nelson won last week on the road course, and we're in victory lane again this week. So I'd say we've built a successful race team. We just have to continue that and not get too complacent and go for more wins and go for some championships.